Hi guys, today we're going to be making a child-sized face mask. This is what it turns out like. It is super adorable, super cute. I decided to use ties rather than elastics just because this isn't my kid that I'm making it for, and I wanted to make sure it fit her and it was adjustable. So if you want to learn how to make this, let's get started. Okay, so to make a child-sized face mask, you're going to need 2 pieces of fabric that are each 5 by 7. Pins or clips. I prefer working with the clips. I just think they're easier to use when you're sewing the ties or the hair ties on. And then you'll also either need hair ties or ribbon or string or cord, something that you can use and sew into to tie the masks rather than using an elastic method. Okay, to begin, I went ahead and cut 4 pieces of ribbon at 24 inches long. I just cut them that long because I can always make them shorter, but I'd rather them be too long than too short when the girl tries it on. So after you've cut 4 pieces of ribbon or you use elastic, you're gonna go ahead and clip each piece of ribbon to each corner of the fabric about 1/4 inch down on each side. Once you have clipped on your elastic or your ribbon, it should look something similar to this. And then you're going to take your other piece of fabric. If you have 2 patterned fabrics, make sure you put the right sides together. Otherwise, it doesn't matter which side you use if you're using a solid fabric. And you're going to place it on top of your other square of fabric. And you're going to move the clips so that the clips are holding onto each piece of fabric and the ribbon. Make sure that the ribbon is also tucked inside of the fabrics, and then you'll be able to sew them. After you've clipped all of your ribbons on or your elastics, I tucked my ribbons inside of my fabric, and I also put a couple pins in there just to make sure they're not moving while I'm sewing, because I don't want to sew the ribbons into my seams because then they won't be able to come out. So just be aware when you're sewing of where your ribbons are and make sure you tuck them in, and I pin them so they're secure as well. So this is what it should look like after you're done sewing all the way around it. Notice that there is a gap in my seam just to start pulling it through. So now just stick your finger in the hole that you left and start pulling either your elastic through or your ties through. So this is what it looks like after I have pulled everything through. My ribbons are on each corner. And now I'm just gonna take my pair of scissors and stick my scissors through the hole that is still left in my fabric and just push out each of the corners. Okay, and now we're gonna go over to our ironing board and press this. We're over at our ironing board and we have our mask that we've made with our ribbon. And now you're just gonna press it on both sides just to make sure it's flat and the seams are easier to work with. After you've pressed both sides, you're going to start putting your folds or your perforations or your pleats into your mask. So what I do is I go ahead and fold it the way I want it, and then iron it down, and then attach clips to the folds just to make sure they stay nice and tight and in place. And this is what it looks like when I'm all done. So now we're gonna go back over to our sewing machine and sew a straight stitch all the way around, and you'll be all done. Okay, we're back at our sewing machine and we're just gonna start sewing all the way around and we'll be done. Here is our finished product. It's super cute. I'm super happy with it. It turned out great, and I can't wait to see her in it. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you guys are super happy with how your masks turned out. I know I am. It is super adorable, super cute, and I hope that you guys will stay healthy out there, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.